lost in the sauce, yeah. Took a loss, that's your loss, yeah. Had to get my point across, yeah. Heard them lasers talking now, and we don't pay that no mind. Didn't need to watch and all that.
What's up, what's up, what's up? Hey.
Let me know if I
Hey, yes. Fucking it up. Hey. What y'all doing? What's going on, Miss Fox? Miss Tasha B? What's going on? I'm sorry, I was feeling myself. What y'all doing over there? Oh my God, I feel amazing. I can't wait to get this conversation on because this is tea time. We got to talk our talk, and the table is pink for the ladies that like pink. So we are here today to let y'all know how we feeling today. You know what I'm saying?
Yes. Let's get right to it. All right, so how I'm feeling today. I'll start off. So I just left that ghetto place that I helped my mama friend out at. And child, I'm gonna tell you what, I have never in my life been lied on by a grown man. It's these grown men acting like females for me that I cannot get with. I can't get with it. It irritates me.
What happened?
So, I do the little rental thing with Miss Lisa or whatever, my mom's best friend, help her out over there. And while I was doing that, this guy, he was upset because, I was the only one that was in the office. And he had an attitude. I mean, rolling eyes, moving neck. I ain't never seen a man like that, ever. And it had nerve enough to act like he was a manly man. No, ma'am, you are a ma'am, Mr. Sir. You're a ma'am at this point. You're not a man, you're a ma'am. And he got upset, talking about something. Oh, I'm make sure you get fired. No, you're not, because I can't get fired. So that's that. And you still gonna be upset because I'm not renting. I'm not renting to you. I'm tired of men acting like females. It's irritating me. And then they get upset when they say girls act like a man. Well, you're not acting like one, so somebody has to.
Oh, I know that's right. I could speak for a lot of people that act like mans and men's that act like females, the most sensitive breeds that are out here. But we're not gonna throw shots. But I understand. So what? So was there any conclusion to what happened with you today?
Yeah, he got helped by Miss Lisa and not helped by me because I was not going to help him.
Oh.
That was the conclusion. He still got his car. Got it late.
Oh, okay. Hey, Miss Tasha B, how you doing?
I'm good, boo.
So, girl, what you got to get off your chest today? Let me.
You know what? I have a couple things I can get off my chest, but I'm just going to narrow it down to just one thing, right? Now, to pop my lips. Hold on. Okay, so y'all know that. Do you ever notice that whenever you're in a situation, right? You can tell who your true friends are, right? By what happens. So, okay, let me give y'all an example. So I had a roommate situation a couple months ago, right? I helped her. She was from New York. She came down to Atlanta. I said, listen, I'm not trying to, go upside your head with rent, everything high. So I'm like, pay me $50 a week, right? Okay. She was like, okay, let me see how much my first check gonna be. Okay, right. Now, mind you, no kids, no car. So I was taking her to work and like 30 minutes away from my house, right in the city. I live out on the outskirts of Atlanta. So I'm seeing her taking her to work every weekend. She worked like Saturday, Sunday, Monday. Okay. Take her to work, then come back home, then going back to pick her up, then coming back home, right? All I'm asking is give me gas money here and there. You know what I'm saying? Like, just help me out. Because you ain't paying for no maintenance, none of that shit. Right? Cool. Right. So, whole time, mind you, she stayed with me about 7 months. 7 months, she wasn't really giving me like no rent, nothing like that. And I was only asking for like $50 a week, right? No bills, no car, no kids. So where is your money going? Now, I'm the type of person that, I understand things happen. We all human. We go through things. But if I'm sitting here struggling and I tell you, look, we might be getting put out. In anybody's mind, you would think, okay, let me see what I can do to try to help her. She got kids. You know what I'm saying? She's been doing it on her own. She helped me out by, help me come down here, trying to help me get on my feet. Least I could do is try to pitch in some way, somehow. Did that happen? No. So instead of her thinking like logically and rationally, like, okay, let me try to help her. She been trying to help me out of the situation. Guess what she do? She packs her shit and she leave.
Oh, wait a minute. You ain't said she just moved out. You ain't said she moved out.
High and dry. Damn. Her excuse was, oh, I felt the energy has been all blah blah blah. You know, I felt this was coming. You know, but we had plenty of conversation. I said, like, what can I do to help you? Like, the whole point of you coming to stay with me is to save money so you can get your own place, right? So, like, what can I do to help? And she was like, I don't know. I'm just frustrated. I'm like, okay, let's put our heads together. Let's see what we can do to figure it out. And, you know, I have kids, so I can understand someone who don't have kids, you know, might be kind of annoying, anxious, and I have a little small dog. Okay, cool. But still, you basically not paying nothing to live. So if anybody else, I think, would have sucked it up. Be like, okay, I'm in a situation. I can save money. Let me see what I can do to help myself and to help her as well. Nope, that was not the thought process. So we had a conversation because at this point, I was kind of fed up. I'm like, listen, you know, I'm going to help you up until the point, but, you know, you're going to have to leave in the next month or so. After that conversation, like no later than maybe 24 hours, I sit there and said my piece. And she said, well, I kind of felt the tension, blah, blah, blah. So I made other arrangements to go stay with my cousin. Now, mind you, this isn't even a cousin she even really grew up with. She don't even know this person, right?
Well, she should have stayed there.
Exactly. Some things. So if you could just come up with this whole, you know, plan to go stay with your cousin, then you could have been stayed there. So now I feel like I've been used because it's like you came down here, didn't really know nobody. You magically, I guess, got in contact with this family member that you didn't even really know like that, and you go stay with her. So when shit gets tough, you decide to leave. So that just goes to show you, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's a doggy dog world out here, and you can't help nobody no more.
Yes,
it's like
it is.
whenever you try to help somebody, it puts you in a bad situation. Yeah. Like, and I have kids, so for her to sit there and do that, knowing I have kids, like, she just basically said, "No, I'm jumping ship. Screw y'all." That's how I looked at it.
That wasn't
what? What was that?
That wasn't your friend.
That wasn't my friend. No. And then after the situation recently, had the audacity to ask me to borrow money. What?
Oh,
Excuse me? No, get someone else to do it.
That's right.
Sometimes, like 2 days ago, she texted me, "Hey, Tasha, you think I could borrow $20?" Like, bitch, what? Like, you left me and my kids high and dry. Like, we was in the point of getting like evicted, and you decided in that most critical moment that you were just gonna leave, and you want me to give you 20? Nah, I'm good. Because
I need you. Let me tell you something. You can't, as loving as you are, because that's what it appeared like. You are a loving person to a family member, and you wanted to look out for this person, even if it was a friend.
Pause. Let me tell you this. Wasn't really my family member. Wasn't my family member. I called her my cousin. This was like my ex-cousin.
Oh, so you went all the way deep down into the family. So let me tell you what happened to you, okay? She took advantage of your kindness. You see? But you feel that now. So this is just a lesson for you. You can't let everybody sleep in your house. Everybody cannot. Oh, okay. See, I'm sorry. Because the one thing she could have did, if she didn't have no money, because she had money, she spun it. But the one thing she could have did to help you was maybe go to a donor place, go to a temp services. They're everywhere in the world. Because there's no way to say I don't have no money. Or I don't have a way to
my thing, you wasn't spending your money on buying DoorDash every other day or every day. You probably had the money. That's probably where her money was going. Like,
she was monitoring it.
Money going. Like, if you don't have bills like that, don't have no car payment, no car note, you don't have no kids to worry about, you just have you to deal with, then where is your money going?
That's right. And yeah, you just can't let people take advantage of you like that. So, you know, moving forward, that won't go on no more. I don't know what to tell you. You know what I'm saying? You still be the sweetheart that you are, but you can't welcome everybody in home because everybody ain't supposed to be there.
Well, trust. And Andrea already know we had a conversation. You know, but it's just like, it's just crazy because like the people who are there for you the most, those are the ones, you know, they treat like shit.
They get pooped on, swear.
Yep. Oh, you gotta let me know. Are we supposed to cuss on this damn thing? I don't know.
You can curse.
Oh, okay.
Speak your damn mind. Hello.
You can curse. You a grown lady. You can curse. I'm just trying to stop.
Move on to the next topic.
Okay.
Kaya's getting serious now. She own it.
Okay, because you know what?
I gotta
These
mute
are
it.
the things I'm tired of. Because I'm tired of people making it seem like, oh, you're not a good friend when you sit here and busted your butt. You know what I'm saying, to try to help people. That's one thing I hate, when people try to make it seem like you're not a good person, you're not a good friend. I'm like, oh, because I wouldn't let you use me? Oh, bitch, move over. But anyway,
next
topic.
Yes. Oh God, I felt that.
So now this seems like it's a big thing on social media, right? How men always have something to say about independent women. Now I know y'all see it all the time on blogs, social media, all these podcasts, right? So let me break it down for people in the back that don't understand. Now, I consider myself to be an independent woman. I feel like any single parent, any single mother is considered an independent woman, because we have to be. Men feel like we want to have this we don't. Well, who really wants to pay bills on their own if they don't have to? But we are forced to be in this position because of the type of men we have dealt with. So we only have us to depend on. If we don't do it, it won't get done. If we don't go out and hustle and bust our ass for our kids, do it. This must be nice for some of these men to just be able to come and go as they. Let me tell you something. Oh, don't ever disrespect a working woman who has to bust her ass, who has to be a mother even when she doesn't feel like it, who has to be the father, the cook, the psychologist, has to be everything. And y'all want us independent? Y'all want to shame us for sitting here and having to take care because you want to be in y'all masculine energy, and y'all forcing us to have to be? Like, come on now. When we have a men that are ready to lead as men, then we'll take a seat back and allow y'all to do that. But until then, we have to be independent. That's the problem, because we don't want to be, but we have to be.
I know that's right. Women being independent is a good thing.
It is a good thing. And I'm like, we in the generation of men that we are left with, that we have to choose from, they don't know what leading is. A lot of these men just want to take. They want you to be taking care of them. They don't want to put in no work. They just want to sit on their ass and not do shit. No. It's not happening.
Yeah, that's not right. A lot of men, and I'm like, damn, I'm a stud. So if I'm gonna be with a woman, and this is the reason why women go with women, because you get somebody that's like me, that's fine as fuck, and take care of my home. You know what I'm saying? Well, my woman, I took care of home, and that's what the men's supposed to be doing. That's what the men supposed to be doing.
But at the same time, I blame us too. I blame us too as women,
because
we allow them.
We allow it.
Yes,
you do.
Before, so
you definitely do.
I think about this because in my 20s, when I heard somebody say, well, it's women's fault. Why? Like, we always get blamed for every fucking thing. Why is it our fault? And when I'm in my 30s, so really, when I think about it now, it makes perfect sense. Think about it. Even this goes up to the next level of cheating. If women didn't tolerate that, how would men cheat? If we didn't sit here and go with what the men said to do, or if the man sitting here trying to cheat, with another woman, if the woman sit there and said, no, like, I'm not about to do that. If you don't want to be with her, cut the situation off. If more women stepped up and did that, there would be no cheating.
There
would be a lot of bullshit that are happening if we as women did not allow it. You know how the saying goes, men only do what you allow them to do. And that's a fact.
Well, yeah, women got to remember that a man came out of the woman. So if you let that man take over your body, take over you, he gonna run over you. He ain't gonna respect you. And y'all as women, y'all have to take y'all respect. Get y'all respect. Or don't deal with them.
Yep. If we didn't that, and we wouldn't just say, oh, okay, I'm gonna give him another chance. No, why give him another chance? To hurt you again?
Yep. So we have to take accountability when things happen like that, because I've dealt with no good ass niggas. Like, I have 2 baby dads that are full of shit, but at the same time, I allowed them to lay back, not do shit, get comfortable. That was me, because it was easier for me at the time to have daycare. I didn't have to worry about daycare because they were home. I didn't have to worry about a lot of different things. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you got in-house dick. I mean, let's be real. You know what I'm saying? But then after a while, like, that doesn't. What is that? Like, I can go get that from anywhere. I need
can buy that at the store.
I need somebody that can help pay these bills. I need somebody to help with these kids and actually teach them things. You know what I'm saying? Instill something in them that they can use to be successful adults. You know what I mean? Going out in the world.
Let me say something to the women. Women, y'all don't sit at a table with a man that has nothing on that table to provide, to give back. If there's no 50-50, there is no relationship. And then I don't get it about the guys when they are dating a woman, they are more prideful and serious about a sneaky link than the actual woman that they being taken care of. So who's taking care of them? But they'll sneak off and be with somebody else just to see what more can that person do for them than the next person, than the woman that they currently with. These men bounce from house to house.
Nowadays
they leaving their main for the side.
And that's so dumb, right? That's ridiculous.
Yep, definitely dumb. Well, it's happening, and that's what they are praising. Everybody's praising a side chick and this, that, and the third. And I've been on both ends, not even knowing that I was a side chick. And I've been on the end where I was the married woman, and he had a side chick that he would not leave alone. So I understand on both ends of the spectrum. So if they don't tell you, then okay, that's a different thing. But if you know and you still doing it, all right, now you're doing a lot.
I got a question. Let's talk about it. When are you a person that was in a relationship?
You know what I'm saying? You start taking accountability.
And you know what's wrong. And then a lot of ways I felt like I received my karma from that. You know what I'm saying? But you know, when you're young, you're stupid.
Yes, man.
It seems like the fun thing to do. It seems like, you know, that's the thing to do, the things to say. But when you get older, like, that shit ain't cute. So,
have you ever been with somebody that broke your heart? Have anyone ever been with some? Okay, and what did y'all learn from that? What did you learn from that person that broke you?
I learned that I should have really took my time to get to know that person, because I feel like so many times, especially us as women, we rush into things. You know what I mean? I don't know if it is more so in lust than in love. You know what I mean? But I feel like, you know, we just get so mesmerized and infatuated and, you know, by looks or the dick or whatever, that we don't really get the chance to see that person who they really are. And I think that's why a lot of these celebrities, you know, started this whole thing where they don't want to have sex before marriage, because, you know, sex does tend to complicate things. So I feel like if you do, like, take that off the table, then it's like, okay, you see what else there is. You know what I mean? You really get to see that person in all their seasons. You really get to know that person, even though I really feel like you can't completely know somebody in this day and age. But I felt like if I would have really sat back and looked at the situation, I would have ran the other direction. You know, but, you know, I just, you know, I love hard. And so I'm not the type of person that gives up very easily. I'm a nurturing person. And so I felt like I was a person that could fix somebody. You know, I can fix him or I could change him. And really, in all actuality, that person has to be the one to change themselves. They have to even see it as an issue and want to change it. Some men don't see no flaws in their actions. So you can't somebody who feel like there's nothing wrong.
You right. What you think, Miss Fox?
Definitely. Okay, so what I learned was that what they show you the first time, you should believe it, because that's exactly who they are. Like I've been, like I said, I've been married twice, and like she just said, I allowed lust to take over. Yes, I did. And I wouldn't say that I love hard. I think I'm a little. I was, because I'm no longer like that anymore. I think I was just a little too lenient, and not saying that I need to be hard on somebody, you know what I'm saying? But I allowed a lot of things to happen that should not have happened to me. So when people ask me, they say, "Oh, why aren't you married anymore?" And they say, and don't say because it was them. I don't say it was because of them, because I apologized to both of my ex-husbands last year. I apologized because it was me a lot of the times that was creating all the problems that I thought that they was giving me. No, it was me, because I was allowing it to happen. If you don't allow it to happen, then you can't get upset that it's happening. You feel what I'm saying? You walk away.
That's right.
Once they do it the first time, it's not going to stop. They will find a different way to do it.
Right.
And I've been witnessed that. And yes, sex causes complacency. It makes you think that person is this way because they are sexually making you feel good. If they're not mentally and emotionally and physically making you feel good, as far as, you know what I'm saying, making you feel like you're important or you're wanted or you're heard, walk away. Yeah, the sex is good, or you just leave it at sex. Leave it at sex. What we have.
Sex.
You feel what I'm saying? That's what I learned. And somebody else can go.
Hey y'all. I popped in on y'all one time. I see Ashley and Tasha. I just talked to Tasha. Marie, how you feeling today? You want to get something off your chest? You can unmute that speaker box if you would like. If not, Ashley, pop on and let me hear what you got to say.
I'm sorry, y'all. I'm at work. So I was really in and out on the topic. I had some stuff going on. So, but what was this about? I know when she started, she was talking about, a friend taking advantage of living with her.
Right.
Is that the topic? Is that the main topic?
No. Now we're talking about men and how they're dropping the ball.
Oh, God. Where do I start? I mean, that is a two-sided situation, because I don't want to seem like I'm just blaming men. But, yeah, men drop the ball because they're so stuck in the new generation ways where they're lost on how to even, what word am I looking for? To even pursue a woman properly. And in the aspect of a woman, we're lost as well, where we take the bare minimum, and then when they're not stepping up to what we really want them to be, we're mad, but we can only fault ourselves for accepting the bare minimum in the beginning.
That's exactly what we're talking about, Ashley, too. We have to blame ourselves as too for what we are allowing these men to get away with. Like the men coming up to us thinking that it's okay for you to be like, shouting at me, telling them, hey, purple dress. I will keep walking. Because who was you talking to? Don't talk to me like that. And if you don't think that shit is cute, like, don't come at me. Man, I swear to God, if I see somebody with these ugly ass, I'm in Florida. If I see somebody walk up to me with these ugly ass wick dreads, I'm walking the other direction. If I see you with that, I'm walking the other direction. If you have these gold yuck mouth in your teeth, I'm walking the other direction. Sir,
You gotta have a little class.
Check for me, I ain't checking for you, boo. And
bam. Yeah, I know that's right.
And then don't get me talking about these profile pictures. If I see you friending me and you sticking your middle finger up in your profile picture, block. If you sitting here with the damn money phones or money arms, block. Because now I already see what your mentality is. Like, no, you're not the person for me. I don't need somebody flossing or trying to show off their money. Because, baby, we out and about. I ain't trying to get robbed. Like, what? No.
Right. You a damn target.
Get robbed. And I was no parts.
Yeah, making you a target and you trying to be cute.
That money you posted last month gone, but they gonna rob you this month and ain't gonna get nothing.
Right.
I'm not about that life. I ain't about that life.
Do you think the men really fall for like what they see on TV and they try to mimic that and try to be like so tough and bold instead of showing their affection? Because I feel like what the men are lacking is the love and affection that they give out to someone, and it's like they guard it with their whole life, and then when they finally do,
that doesn't fail. It doesn't fail. Sex, drugs, money, that is what sells right now in society. So when they talk about kill nigga, about a bitch, hoe, that's what sells. That's what's making them money. They're not really making talking about no love and no shit like that. You know what I'm saying? They get more. And I hate to say it, but it seems like more females flock to that. They flock to men that's disrespecting them to say, oh, this bitch, that bitch, because he got money. So it's like money moves women in this generation. So that's, I can't even put it on men, but women too. Like I said, like Ashley said, women are lost too in this generation.
That is really sad. Like, you would lower your standards
for money. That's
basically selling your soul to the
That's
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Exactly.
The way
So that's a scam. That's the scam. Get with a man that's a bum, but he look like a thug. So we gonna get with him, let him beat me up. That's when these domestic violences happen because you allowed it to happen. Let somebody hit me one time in the face. I'm going to
But
prison.
that's also because a lot of these women are putting themselves in a position for them to only rely on themselves. You got a lot of these women who get with these rappers or men who have money and they rely on them for that money, or they rely on them, or they enjoy the lifestyle. So they put up all this stuff. Let me tell you something. All these rappers who have cheated on these beautiful women or whatever it be, that don't mean shit. And these women take them back because why? They have money. They enjoy the lifestyle. They know they're not gonna get that same lifestyle if they don't continue to deal with people like that have money. That's why us women have to make sure we are good on our own without a man. Because even in these relationships, a lot of these women are dependent financially on these men. And that's why they continue.
And that's why you got to get women to stop being lazy in that side of it, because be independent. Don't be reliant so much on somebody else, because we all know how to make money. We all know how to make the shit happen for us. We all know how to become successful, but it's what you lack. If you're lazy, you're gonna always be dependent on somebody else to do something for you. But who the fuck wants to pick you up? You can get yourself up. You know what I'm saying? That's when these men don't be giving these women respect when they get in their house and they realize now you're lazy or you're nasty. Like, don't nobody want no lazy woman, but I want a woman that's gonna get out here and get it like me. We can get it together.
And that's the problem, because you got a lot of these women who have these high expectations for men, but y'all not even meeting them halfway. Like, you not even bring nothing to the table yourself, sis. Ooh. Like, you already don't want to work. You already want to live off him financially, spend his money. Then you don't even want to do like wifely duties. Y'all want to talk about, oh, I'm not doing this wifely shit until I get a ring. But sis, how is he supposed to marry you if you don't know if you're capable of being a wife? If you don't be cooking, if you can't cook, if you don't clean, if you're not a good mother, or whatever it could be, why should he do any of those things for you?
That's right. You got to be the preview. So, baby, this is what you're going to get. You're going to get that dinner. You're going to get them feet rubbed. You're going to get this good cat. Like, you know,
that's the same thing. I just say that, period.
Get that cat.
Like, I want the same return. I don't want a dude I'm talking to. Right now, I'm talking to a dude who's amazing. Like, I couldn't ask for a better man. Like, he does, and we're not even officially together, but he makes sure I'm good. I recently had to move. He took his pickup truck, moved everything out of my house. He made sure I had money. He made sure I was completely straight. My kids were straight. Like, even now, like, we're in 2 different states, and he's going to come down to see me. But the thing about it is, he does what a man's supposed to do. Anytime I need something, he is there. If I need some money, he's like, here, does the kids need anything? Yes, no, or even if they don't, here, I'm going to give it to you. You know, use it for whatever you use it for. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to know that if I just decide to move forward on that step and be with him, I know that he can provide. I know that, you know, he is there for me mentally, spiritually, because I have bad anxiety. I have really bad anxiety. So he had talked to me on the phone for at least 40 minutes one time. It was like late at night. And the fact that he was able to be calm, collected, talk to me, not even just you know, how can we help? Like, how can we figure this out together so you won't keep going through this? Like, what can I do to help? Like, stuff like that is what I look for in a man. Because a lot of these men nowadays are emotional retards. A lot of these men don't know how to talk to you, don't know how to be emotionally available. A lot of things I used to get was, you'll be all right, man. Like, you'll be all right. Like, suck that shit up. Like, stop with that whiny shit. Stop with that, you know what I'm saying? That lame shit, whatever.
And they wonder why you're manly. That's why. Because we're sucking that up.
You want us just to suck shit up. You just want my man, go ahead with that shit. Like, no, because you're an emotional retard. Like, no, because you don't know how to deal with your emotions. No, I can't be with somebody like that. Because women are very emotional creatures. We need a man that can understand that and that knows how to deal with that. You know what I'm saying? Otherwise, that's not a man. That's a boy. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just saying. So that, to me, means more to me than any type of fucking money. A man that could be emotionally supportive to me and mentally supportive to me, that means the world. And it's there for my kids. Like, it takes a lot for a man to take care of somebody that's not theirs and to treat them as if they are their own. You know what I'm saying?
I know that's right.
So there's two different type of people. Some people are raised on love and some are raised on survival. And that is what I ask a man that I'm interested in, that I want to date. Were you raised on love or were you raised on survival? Because if you were raised on survival, I do apologize. I can't. You and I, we're probably not going to be any type of compatible because I wasn't raised on survival. I was raised on love, baby. And I had both of my parents in the household until I got to high school. So it got to be some like-mindedness there. And I also found out that if y'all ain't in like the same type of tax bracket, sometimes it's really not going to work. It does work sometimes. But if you're not like on the same level, it ain't going to work. He ain't going to understand you and you ain't going to understand him.
I honestly think that depends, though, because it's like you can have a man who makes six figures and then you can have a man that makes maybe 40K a year. But that depends on the mindset and the mentality of that man. If that man can save money, because you might have a man who makes 40K a year that's able to save money, that knows how to make investments, and that one that makes six figures is too busy trying to spend money, trying to trying to show off and impress other people, and they end up being broke. So I think it just really depends on the mindset.
If you was raised off of survival, you're gonna think make more money so that you can spend it on this and spend it on that because you got to wear it. Nope, that's it. Goes right back to the same thing I said. I don't want it. I don't want nobody that was raised on survival. Sorry.
So not just with the relationship issues, but what other type of like issues, financial issues, and like drama and stuff that's occurring in the community is going on where you are? What type of issues do you guys have currently going on where you live?
Let's see. Well, I live in income-based housing. I do. I live in income-based housing, and I watch more than half of them people. They spend their money on things that they think that they need rather than things that they need. I watch it happen. Not saying that there's anything wrong with that, but that's just where their mindset is. A lot of the time, it's just like Tasha said, it's your mindset. If your mind isn't there to want better, to do things better for your future, then you're just not gonna do that. You're gonna continue to stay in a poverty mindset because it's all.
And when you say poverty mindset, what do you mean exactly?
I mean the fact that you think that you should, so the business that I have through AMG Network, a lot of it is investing, and it's investing inside of yourself. And if people don't see a fast return, like a job, like a regular job, if they don't see a fast return in money, then they think it's not real. They think it's fake. They think you're playing with them, or you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know if people understand what I'm saying, but they would rather go and fill out an application than to invest something inside of themselves and see the money, but the money isn't coming as fast as they would like it to. So, but when a job, you only going to make but so much, because after you finish working, there is no more money. You clock out for the day, your money is not going to continue to go. But if you are investing your money, an investment is just like I put it on my status the other day. An investment is just like a big old savings account, and you can't touch the money yet. You see it, you know it's going to come, but you can't touch it yet.
Right. Okay.
So that's what mindset. You rather go work a 9 to 5 thinking that that's going to help you and that's going to bring you long-term financial gains, and it's not. It isn't. It's only going to take you but as far as your bills can.
Right. And then every time you get paid, you got to pay a different bill. Am I correct?
So correct, because
I'm sorry, I had to go out because I couldn't hear. Can y'all hear me?
Yes, we can. Yes. Okay. Well, I had that poverty mindset before a gentleman talked to me about the business, and what he showed me changed my whole life. Now I'm an entertainer, and so I thought that was going to be the way I got out of the hood, but it definitely wasn't. So when I joined this business, it paved the way for me to not only make money in my business, but also help so many people around the world. And also, Jules, me, I will be performing live on the yacht July the 8th. We have a yacht event that's coming up this July from the 7th through the 9th. It is a big deal. I mean, millionaires is in this building. We are tearing the heads off the shoulders with this type of event. This is you. They teach you how to make money. They teach you stuff that you didn't learn in college, and they teach you the stuff you didn't learn in school. And yet we had to go to school. This whole thing with this 9 to 5 to you 65, I'm not with it. 401ks is a ripoff. If y'all know anything about this, y'all have to get on the other side of the quadrant. Because if you're not, you're going to continue to be a slave to the game. Y'all know this all was a plan to keep us down. You know what I'm saying, Miss Fox? Am I on track here?
Yes. Because
And I just want to add one more thing to this whole poverty mindset. You know, I really feel like you can't even necessarily blame parents nowadays, because parents, you know, teach their kids, and, you know, kids, you know, take what they want to take from those conversations. You know, it's up to us as adults to change our mindset and to, you know, to pave the way for our future kids. But anyway, so with the whole poverty mindset, can y'all hear me okay?
Yeah, we can.
Yes.
Okay. With, like I said, I think that goes back to people living in the hood. You know, you got these people like grow up in the hood, you know, who watch music videos, who grew up, you know, wanting to wear these nice chains and, you know, to live in these big old houses. That's what they saw on TV. So then when they got in position, then they sit there and they trick their money up because they didn't sit here and blew their money because there was nobody to teach them how to save, how to invest. Or maybe there was, and maybe they just chose to do what they want to do anyway. Then you got these females who talk about the Chanel bags, Birkins, all this shit. Now, I ain't knocking nobody who has a Birkin or Chanel, but how much of those purses? Like $10,000? That's money you could be investing into a business. You buying a $10 Chanel bag or a $10 Birkin bag, and for what? For it to sit in your closet, when you could be investing $10,000, making you money that's going to come back to you every month. You could be sitting here flipping houses. You could sit here and buy a property, rent them out. You could sit there and get a fleet of cars and put them on Turo and have that investment coming back to you every month. Like, that is the mentality I feel like people should be having. You know what I mean?
Yes, ma'am. I definitely understand it. Yes,
so what is that $10,000 doing for me sitting in a closet? I need my money to work for me. If I'm gonna be spending that type of money.
Come on now.
What was that?
Oh, I was praising you. I said, go ahead on preach.
Oh. Yeah, I'm just saying, like, I don't like my money going away. Money. I want to see my return and then some. So if I'm sitting here spending $10,000, I best to believe I'm gonna be seeing that money back some way.
Have you invested already? Because the banks ain't going. That's not putting your money in the bank don't work. So have you already invested?
Oh no, I'm just saying, if I was to get that type of money.
Oh, okay. Well, you sounded like you was one of us, girl. I said she is smart. That's a smart one.
Right? To us, okay?
Oh, yes. You definitely.
Let fall in my lap. I'm gonna show them how to do what to do.
You are genuinely by yourself a powerhouse. You can't tell.
Oh yes, sir.
Oh, okay. Well, I just wanted to tell you that that's what I got off of your voice. That you are a powerhouse and you could change lives. You could help people. You can do a lot of things.
Well, I do. So, like, I'm a nurse, but I'm also in entertainment as well. I do casting for film and TV. So I'm changing lives every single day. You know, it took me a long time to get to this mentality, to get to this mindset. You know, trial and error. You know, we have to go through life. You know what I'm saying? We have to go through things so we know what to do and what not to do.
That's right.
You keep doing the same thing, you keep getting the same results. So something has to give, something has to change, and it starts with you.
Oh, say that again. Something has to what? Change. I like that. But I just been letting y'all take over the show today because I'm loving it. You know what I'm saying? I love that you're new on the show and that you're just letting it all out. I said, let her talk her shit today. You know what I'm saying? That's B, yes, honey. Ashley, I'm
got
good with
one
you
more
one.
topic for y'all.
for
'Cause
y'all.
I told you, like, I got all day.
Give it. Let's go. Go ahead, girl.
All right, now. You know I'm gonna bring the fire. Now.
Wait, you said the fire? It's the fire.
I'm about
You gotta bring
no,
no,
no, I ain't fire.
Okay, give it to him. Give it to
All right. Are y'all ready for this?
Yes,
What
ma'am.
do
Yes,
y'all
ma'am.
feel about poly relationships? I feel like that's about to be the new wave. Honestly, in the relationships, I feel like that is what a lot of people are gravitating to. And I'm for it. It's honestly, in my opinion. And I will explain to y'all why, but I want to hear y'all opinion first.
Well, I'll be the first one to speak on polygamy. Polygamy. What is it? How do you say the correct terminology?
Polygamy.
Okay, polygamy.
Polygamy.
Polygamy and polygamy. Either one of them things.
Polygamy.
I am not okay with that. Like, I don't judge other people for doing it. Like, I'll be the plug. Like, let me get y'all hooked up. But I can't see myself laying in the bed with another person, and especially all these pussies all in one bed. I could not see myself licking my wife's pussy and then getting up and licking this woman's pussy and then getting up and strapping this woman's my wife's pussy and then getting up and strapping. That's just too much happening. Can I get something
But that's the problem.
That's the problem.
I'm gonna be honest. I thought the same thing too. But when you talking to mature people or people who's in the lifestyle and they break it down to you, it's so much more than just sex. It's not all about sex. Polygamy is really a lifestyle. It's really like bringing the family together. It's really about the man going out making the money, then you having the women taking care of home. You know, it works as a family unit.
Okay, wait a minute. What about the diseases for people that don't keep it real? Like somebody laying in the bed with y'all, they acting genuine and they sounding like they like own it and they like real clean looking, but they got AIDS, and then y'all lay with them, and then,
that's baby. That's why you told your cousin.
So this is the whole process. So y'all go through a whole process
every couple months.
Yeah, so y'all, okay, so before y'all lay, y'all go get, yeah, that's a lot of work. Like, you're going to get banged on.
Anybody else you would do it? Any partner you deal with or anybody you think about being serious with to that next level, before you decide to have a sexual relationship with them, you want to say, oh, let's make sure we good. Let's both make sure we good. So it's really no difference.
So that sound like me. I'm a let's make sure we good type of person. But is most people let's go
but
get
what's the difference? A lot of people multiple people. So what
you're ultimately right. You are right.
You are committed. And that's why you have to really vet the person you're dealing with. You got to really sit down, really get to know them. It's not one of them thing, bam, bam, thank you, ma'am. No, we are dating each other. We are taking our time to get to know one another, to feel a vibe, to build a trust with that person, just like you do in a regular relationship, right?
I mean, it's
no different from you being married to a woman, being married to a man, y'all, and then that person step out and bring you back something. You can have your husband step out and bring you back something, or a wife go step out and bring you back something. So what is the difference?
No, because if my wife step out, I'm whooping her ass. I'm not gonna play like that.
My take on it is this right here. I'm all for it because sorry, y'all, was a bug on my. I don't like bugs. Anyway, my take on it is so the way that the world is right now and how it is and how mortgages is real expensive.
How expensive everything is. You gotta have more than one income.
More than one income, and I'm all for it because why not? And it gives you a variety. I like women. I like men. Oh well, you know what I'm saying? And I need it all. And I need them paid comfortably. So yes, please. I need a husband. I need a girlfriend. I might need a boyfriend. I don't know.
What you think, Ash? Ashley, what you think about that? I know you working, but you know what you feel about polygamy?
Well, I do not agree because, and no judge. This is definitely a no judgment zone. And I don't agree with that because I just feel like being serious with someone is just me and you. I mean, I get the whole it's better income wise and all of that, but it's better with two. You can make it work with two. That's just an excuse for motherfuckers to have their cake and eat it too. And
You are correct in my eyes.
And to the effect of, okay, y'all sitting down, y'all talking, y'all going to get tested. Be fucking for real. Y'all ain't going to get tested with every dick and every pussy y'all jumping on. Cause y'all ain't having no conversation with everybody y'all dealing with.
Right.
When was the last time y'all actually had that conversation with somebody?
The last time
I literally just got tested last week, boo.
the last time I have that
But-
conversation every single time because
But
I've been burnt.
when was the
I
last
have been
time you had that conversation with somebody? Not
Oh, I
when the
had that
last time you got
conversation.
tested.
I have that
The guy
conversation
that I'm with now,
often.
oh baby, the guy that I'm doing stuff with now, I have that conversation. We have it every single time. And I don't do anything unprotected with him. It is protected at all times. All times. And we use dams for him to eat my coochie. Yes, ma'am. I am not playing with nobody. I'm
Yeah,
not playing.
there's ways to protect yourself. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely,
Like,
definitely.
so
but
that's
I'm
the route
saying,
to go.
when was the last time y'all had that conversation? Because y'all sat here and said y'all had that conversation every time.
Well, it's only one
Yeah,
person I'm having sex with right now. So, and every time that we have sex, we have this conversation every single time.
because if you're in that lifestyle, that has to be the number one thing that you talk about is protection.
right.
It's
And
about
if
being
you in that
safe.
lifestyle.
So knowing that you like this thing, knowing that I like the things that I like, going to swinger parties or whatever type of
See, and
event,
that's different.
club.
See, I didn't know that was your lifestyle. So yeah, that's a conversation that you need to have rapidly. You know,
Yeah.
like
So this is something that we already are aware of. This is something we already it's already in effect. So
yeah,
Because y'all been doing this, so y'all know what the fuck going on. Y'all know what's going on.
we go out, try to look for somebody to have a good time with. A lot of times when you go to these type of events or clubs, they are membership based, and you have to provide like test results. You have to provide something. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, okay.
You're good. So some places are like that, some places are not. Now, for me, wanting to go the extra mile because my paranoid ass, I'm like, yeah, let's get you tested. And it don't take long. You literally go right up to because I just got tested. You literally just go right up there. You don't even have to have an appointment. You know what I'm saying? They test you. Boom, you get your results back within a week. If you do a rapid test, you get it like the next day or maybe the same day, depending on what time of day you went. So, yeah,
Well, I'm just sitting here.
that type of lifestyle, you have to be on top of that.
I'm like blown away with it, and I'm not judgmental of it at all. I've never really sat down and listened to people that actually do it.
Watch some YouTube videos. It kind of gives you a little bit more insight and awareness because a lot of people look at it the way you did, like it's about sex. It's not about sex. Like, yes, it's part of it, but it's really about the love and the union and the family dynamics, family unit to make everybody's life easier. You know what I'm saying? It's not about the man trying to have two women and this and third. Yes, he does, but everything is an asset. We're an asset to each other. Like, we all are working. We all are bringing something to the table. We all are able to go on family trips, family vacation. If one person is not able to pick up the kids or whatever, then you have other people that can go do that. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's more to it than just sex. It's really about, making it easier for everybody. It's not supposed to be it's supposed to release some stress. You know what I'm saying? It's just supposed to be an all around good thing. You know what I mean?
Okay, so what is the thing with union? When you say union sounds like two people. Union sounds like two people coming together. So when you say union slash family, okay, I get it. Like, don't work
some people don't work for everybody. A lot of people have a successful relationship with two people, with a man and with a woman. So why not try something different? If that works for somebody,
I get what you're saying. You saying don't put me in the box and say I just gotta mess with
me in the box and tell me it's supposed to work with a man and a woman, and that's just supposed to be that. They don't work like that for everybody.
So are you okay with doing a polygamy relationship with two men?
No.
Okay, so why are you not okay with that?
I don't have the desire to be men. That's just not me. I rather be with a woman. Because
because everybody has their selection of who. Like me, I like women, and you could be polygamy relationship with two men or two women, right? So it don't matter. It's people's choice.
There's a woman who's with two men. there's a lot of people. There's women who's with women. There's like a couple that are lesbian and who bring another woman. There's men out here that's gay. They're together and they bring in another, gay, or they'll bring in, or it could
And
be
then
like
there's a whole
a
bunch of
woman with
people.
a man
2 men,
and
2
a
girls,
man that's
3
bi.
girls.
Like
Yep.
it can go so many different directions.
So in that household, with the children being brought into play, how what title is what? Like who is the
There's
dad?
no titles. That's when things get fucked up, and that's when things get like messed up. Too many people rely on titles. I feel like it should just be about love. Like I don't need a title to tell somebody, oh, this is my person, this is my man, this is that. But we know.
I mean, for children, what do you say to the children? This is.
Oh, that's
just
your
tell
other
them what
mother.
it is. This
This
is
your daddy.
whatever the person's name is. This is this is who they are to you. You know what I mean?
Oh, okay. And then,
Yeah.
okay. So, wow. I mean, that's just a whole different lifestyle.
I haven't really had to do that yet, because like I said, we're still in talks of doing it. We haven't actually done it. But, you know what I'm saying? Just off knowing some people in the lifestyle, watching videos and stuff, because I've had that question too. Like, how does that present it to kids? My kids are older, so I feel like to them, they probably wouldn't give a fuck no way. They're like teenagers. But for younger kids, I feel like that could be, a harder conversation to talk about. But honestly, these kids, they know. I mean, think about it. Like, they push sex on these kids nowadays with all these shows, all these different, everything going out here in the world, and you got a lot of kids that are gay that are, themselves. So it's like the community is really big.
Right.
And so I feel like this is not anything kids would have an issue with being adjusted to, because it's already out here. It's different from we was growing up. A lot of, people I went to school with, they kind of were still in the closet. They were kind of still hiding and not really being themselves.
I was in the closet.
Yeah, these kids now are out here. Like, these kids will tell you, oh, I'm gay, I'm a lesbian. And this is like, they'll tell you, like, these kids they're woke, I guess. If that's the proper terminology, but
Okay, and now I have a topic for you guys.
Okay.
What are we? Okay, so what's my question? I just had it. You took it off my tongue, Tasha B. Okay, so how do we keep our kids? How do we keep our kids safe from predators?
Ooh,
Especially when they're your family members.
So I can attest to that because my oldest son went through it, and it was said to be my niece, but everybody tried to sweep it under the table, and this is how I approach it. That same niece, everybody still talks to her. I still talk to her as well. My son was experiencing like sexual tendencies when he was about 5 years old, and I couldn't figure out where it was coming from. Everybody kept trying to say it was me. I'm doing things in front of my kids, and this is that and the third. And I would never, ever do things in front of my children. I didn't even used to let my ex-husband swap my behind in front of my children. No, you can't rub on me in front of my children. You can come and give me a kiss, a hug. We can embrace each other. But as far as like rubbing all on me and being all sexual, nah. So, I was trying to figure it out, and for years I couldn't figure it out. And I couldn't figure out, like who it was or how it happened. So, everybody was just bouncing off of each other. I'm thinking this is father doing something, and that's happening over there. I'm thinking it's granny. I'm thinking it's grandma. I'm thinking, I'm thinking, now I was looking at my husband. I'm like, what's happening? Like, what's going on? You know what I'm saying? Now, my son, when he decided to go and live with his father, when I moved to Georgia, that is when he told me. He told me the night before he left. He texted me. He told me that it was my niece. Now, a whirlwind of emotions ran over me, y'all. And I was like, whew. Now, I was in a good headspace at that time. And so I was happy that my son told me at that time versus telling me when it was fresh and I was trying to figure it out, because I would have went to jail and I would have been disowned by this family. that has quote unquote secrets that I don't like, right? And I still don't like them. But anyway, it took me a long time to forgive her. And so what I do now is, she is still allowed to be around us in a group setting. But to say that you are going to be around my children by yourself, it is an absolute positive no, because I don't trust you in that sense. And my feelings that are like deep down inside of me wants to beat your ass for real. And your mama too, because I had the conversation, y'all. I had this conversation with my family, and all of them was ganging up against me, saying it's his word against hers. Well, I'm never gonna not believe my children. I'm gonna believe my children at all times. So that's really touchy, but for me, I just keep them away from those people who allow them to have secrets. I don't like that. You can't. If they can't be in a group setting, you can't keep them. No, and especially her. You cannot keep my children at all. She can never, ever keep my children. I watch her keep everybody else's kids, and I'll just be like, mine won't be there. And they know why mine won't be there.
Okay,
So
what you think, Tasha?
I keep them away from her and the other predator that lives in Wisconsin, which is my father, y'all. My father. So.
Okay. What you think, Tasha?
I think it's just really important at young age to when your kids are young, to teach them that it is okay for them to be honest with you, because you don't want them to ever be scared to tell you things, because that's when a lot of molestation continues to go on throughout the years. So I think it's important just to teach kids you won't be in trouble, but just if you ever feel uncomfortable, or if you ever anybody ever touch you in these places other than me, when I'm trying to give you a bath or whatever, you need to let me know, and then demonstrate to me where it was touched and who did it. Hello.
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah, we can. So I think it's just really just letting your kids know to just establish trust within you early on, because if you start yelling at them or making them feel they're wrong for telling you, which I feel like a lot of families do, because they make it feel like it's the child's fault or they're lying, and then they won't ever want to come to you again, or they'll be scared to come to you, and then they will get abused, and then that's when all the psych issues will start coming to play, or they'll start wanting to hurt themselves or others. So it really can really fuck with a kid, especially throughout adulthood, if they don't get the help when they're young early on, or if they feel like they can't come to you. They all should be able to feel like they can come to you as their child, you were their parent.
Right.
So it's good to keep that door open, communication open.
Right. And what about you, Ashley?
I definitely agree with Tasha. Like, it is so important to instill in our kids, whether it's a little girl or a little boy, how important it is to always be open with your parents. Never be scared to tell me anything. I have an 11-year-old daughter. She's my only child. She has siblings with her father, all boys. She's the only girl, and I just have to trust that I have instilled in her to never be scared to come to me, and we have an open door of communication. But you still just never know, because your question is, how do we protect them? We can't. It's no way possible. At least we keeping our children in the house 24/7, and it's just us and our child. It's no way to protect a child from a predator, because that predator can be anybody. Like she just said, her dad was a predator. Her niece was the predator. Goddamn teachers be the predators. Like, it's no way to protect your child from a predator, but only instill them to always come to me. I don't care how scared you may be or what somebody may tell you may happen. If you come to me, come to me. Let me deal with that shit after.
Right. So why say children should be seen and not heard, and what goes in my house stay in my house? What if it's happening in the house and you see it?
I've had that happen. This is why I was never really close to my grandmother on my my dad's side because my uncle did molest me. My uncle actually busted my face, and I remember that as a young child. And I told my mom, and my mom told my grandma, and she didn't believe her. She just made it seem like it was my fault or I was lying, this and third. And I feel like, you know, these older people, you know, they talk about respect your elders, but, you know, that's bullshit because, you know, they're not always right. You know, we were always raised, you know, to, like you said, like children should be seen and not heard, you know, stay in the child's place, this and third. But sometimes these elders are not right. Just because you're older than me doesn't mean you know what's best and doesn't mean that you're right. You know what I'm saying? And I don't feel like we don't have to say things disrespectfully, but we could say things in a way to let you know like how we feel. Like, you know, I really feel some type of way. I really feel like you did not handle the situation properly. You know what I mean? But I'm going off a little bit topic, but what was I about to say? I feel like people in that day, you know, they are just so worried about what somebody would think. They're so worried about being judged, not being liked. You know, everything back then was about, you know, looks. It was about, you know, status. It was like, you know what I mean? Like everything, even if you watch your little old little movies, everything is like about, oh, if you was to get divorced, that is like the worst thing possible. You know what I mean? You know, if you were a single woman and you know, you were talking to different men, like you're seen as a whore and all this other stuff. It was really judgmental back then. I mean, it's judgmental now, but even more so then. You know, everything was about, you know, everybody was looking at what you did. You know what I mean? And so I feel like nobody wanted the embarrassment, you know what I'm saying? Especially like with somebody who was gay or the embarrassment of somebody having a child out of wedlock, you know, everything is about image back then. And so I think that's what kind of like where it comes from. Like, you know, you should be seen and not heard. And why a lot of things was just shoved under the rug. Because nobody wanted that image. People wanted that perfect, you know, cookie cutter image, that white picket fence, you know. And it didn't matter what the children was going through or what they wanted. No, like they didn't care. They felt like whatever they said is what went, and that children should obey, and that was that.
Right. Well, definitely. So that is actually our time is up for our show today. But we will be back tomorrow to get back into it. We're going to do part 2 of this conversation because this was very
because I feel like that you should extend the show.
You feel like I should extend it?
Yeah.
Okay, how long do you think I should go on?
I was up here trying to say all these shit. This is why I said, I don't think you have time today because I have a lot of
Wait a minute. We can come back on. We got to give, you know, I got to give my co-host time that she got to take care of family. And, you know, I got to pee. And, you know, y'all may have to get the French fries at the stove. But we can come back. If y'all want to come back later on, we can come back. If y'all want to do something, like, just let me know what y'all want to do. Y'all want to come back?
We can come back.
About what time? What time is good for y'all? What time y'all want to come back today? Because we can get into it.
It don't matter. It don't matter. Just let me know.
Okay, well, we will let y'all know when we gonna go back live, and until then, I will see y'all later on. Okay. Oh wait, let me say one more thing. You know they called me out in Cali. You know I'm going to Cali to perform out there too. Jules is moving and grooving. I wouldn't be me if I didn't see y'all. You see it? But I will see y'all next time. Okay.
All right. Fucking my post to say now. They be lost in the sauce. Took a